You know, one of the most common questions I get is, who's going to win? Where are the great opportunities? Who's going to have the best solution in industrial Internet of Things in the manufacturing space? And the answer is, I don't know. You know, you can see that the Internet of Things is going to have immediate impact on a bunch of markets. For example, in a world of self-driving cars, where the cars talk to each other to avoid accidents, or cars talk to the roadbed to know where the detours are, where the construction is, and so forth, the job of a taxi driver is to find another job. So there are obviously huge social disruptions, and there are going to be huge disruptions for manufacturers as well. The most obvious example is moving to an outcome-based economy, where the manufacturer is actually trying to manufacture a solution for his or her customer, not just a widget to sell. That comes back to the company in terms of not only how do I build it, but how do I sell it, how do I lease it, because it's probably going to move from CapEx to OpEx. How do I service it, and how does that change the way that I account for things? So that's what I think is going to be the biggest change for manufacturers. The most immediate opportunity for manufacturing, who knows? But I do know that manufacturers are already starting to see a way to have relationships with their customers that they didn't used to have. Typically, a manufacturer sells something to a distributor, sells it to a wholesaler, sells it to a retailer, sells it to a value-added retailer, and the manufacturer has completely lost the relationship to the end customer. Doesn't really know how the customer is using the product, doesn't really know how long the product lasts, or whether it fails, or whether it succeeds, unless, of course, the customer sends back the warranty card, which nobody does. So I think the immediate opportunity is to connect with the customers and keep that connection long-term. That's that move from CapEx to OpEx. That's that move from selling to leasing, but more importantly, relationship to customers that maintains over the long term. Events like Smart Industry are exceptionally important. The number one question I get asked when people want to know about the Internet of Things, the industrial Internet of Things, and especially the industrial Internet of Things in manufacturing is, how do I start? It's a reasonable question to ask in any market, but it's specifically important in markets that are very conservative, like the manufacturing market. Where are you going to get answers like that? You know, you can ask your friends, but they're more than likely working for the same company or working for direct competitors, so they may not be as helpful. Events like Smart Industry are an exceptional way to find out what's going on, what the technology is, not only what vendors have solutions that can solve your problems, but also where other people in the same situation in other companies have found answers and can share ideas. So exceptionally important.